go. We are off. All packed and ready to go on our big trip of a lifetime. Bucket list stuff. Can't wait to travel around South Australia, mostly Northern Territory. Here we go. Here we go. Bazza the driver. Woohoo! All right, and we're off.
Turn me on. Hooked on a feeling. I'm high, I'm believing that you're in love with me.
Hey everyone, Michelle and Bazza here. We are at Breakaways, which is about 20 kilometres outside Ubirr, and it is spectacular. Out in the middle of nowhere. It's in a national park. It is stunning. It's huge though. And this is, if I zoom, and it is gorgeous. Hey everyone, Michelle and Baz here. We are at Breakaways, which is probably about 30 k's outside Ayers Rock. Now I want to show you this spot. It's called Breakaways, and it's probably looking very familiar to you. The reason being is if you've ever watched Mad Max and Beyond Thunderdome, Priscilla Queen of the Desert, Which one? Stone. This is where it was all filmed. All out here. And I tell you, it's really, really, really pretty. Just loving the colours. This once was actually a sea, believe it or not. And have a look at it. Stunning. The colours and the vegetation. Just everything is just really pretty.
Hell of a big chicken.
Have a look at that. And here we are, finally at Ayers Rock, or you like to call it Ubirr. It's a bit cloudy and overcast. And here you go, it's on a wet day in Ayers Rock and it is raining down. Don't often get to see that, but today has its beauty. Even the weather has some magnificent scenic video or photos of Uluru, Ayers Rock. Might be raining, but have a look at the waterfalls down it. Really, you don't really get to see this much. You know, you always see Ayers Rock and it's just so hot. You know, have a look at this. It's spectacular. Look at this. Unbelievable. Blessed are we to see beautiful waterfalls down Ayers Rock. Wow. Good morning everyone, this is Michelle and Bazza from Uluru, or Ayers Rock like I'd like to call it. It's been here for a while, watching the sunrise. It's funny, around the base walk of Uluru, you generally tend to be a little bit further away from it, but this bit here, we're actually actually right up. So I'm going to just take a photo of the rock just to show you exactly what it looks like. Depending on the sun on it, it's what colour it is, but it's like an orangey deep red today. Although I don't think the video is really going to tell you or show you exactly what it's like. And this is the waterhole. And after yesterday's rain, I'm sure there is a lot more rain than they would normally have here than anywhere else. But have a look at that. It's crystal clear. Wow. Wow. Would have been awesome to see the waterfall yesterday from here. It's amazing how many little caves you get to see everywhere around the rock. I've nearly finished walking the whole rock now, 10.6 kilometres this morning. It was magnificent. Hi everyone, this is Shell and Baz. We are at Katajinka, which is better known as the Olgers. I rather say the Olgers because it's just so much easier for me to pronounce. But anyway, this is also known as the Valley of the Winds walk. It's 7.4 kilometres and probably takes you about 3 hours. They say moderate level 4 hiking, and it's just spectacular. I'll just see if I can show you around. Back to Shell and Baz again. Sorry, some people came through before. This is called the Valley of the Winds walk around Takajunka, which is... Oh, I know, I just told you I can't say it. But anyway...
Not indigenous.
Anyway, it's massive around here. Like, it's just... You just can't take in the whole beauty of this place. But it's definitely called Valley of the Winds for a reason. We're up here, and I can imagine on a hot day it would be absolutely blowing, you know, like that hot wind, especially down in Melbourne, how we get that hot wind. But this is beautiful. It's almost like an oasis down here. Very pretty, spectacular. So glad we did this walk. Just took our time, slow and steady. Say hello, Baz.
G'day.
What are we doing today?
Going up them bloody stairs.
How many is it?
Like a line up, it's a shitload.
So today we are doing the Kings Canyon walk, and if you can see up here, I'm just trying to see because the sun's in my eyes, but I think all up along here it's about 500 steps up.
It's more than that.
Is it? I thought they said 500. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, regardless, this is what we're doing today for the next probably 3 to 4 hours. Again, it's a level 4 moderate to difficult walk, but anyway, we are going to do this and it's going to be fantastic. We bought our new hiking sticks. Anyway, off we go. Cheers. So Barry and I have just done the first part of the 6 kilometre track, and that was walking up, must have been at least 500 steps, but it is not for the faint-hearted, I can tell you. Yeah, but it's majestic up here, and I don't think the videos are going to show how steep it is. water after the rain. We're travelling down the Marini Loop, which is a corrugated road. Doesn't seem to be too bad actually. Like, yeah, there's corrugation, but so far so good. Like, we've done the PDR, haven't we, Baz?
We've done the PDR.
Yeah.
A bit rougher than this.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
This used to be rough. 20-something years ago I did it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think it's been graded recently.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's pretty much all right actually. It's been a lot of rain on Monday, so today's Friday. So last Monday there was a lot of rain. I don't think you're allowed to drive on this road. It might have been closed, I'm sure of it, because you can see it's been a lot of mud tracks and all that sort of thing. But anyway, it's so far so good on the Marini Loop. So here we are on the Marini Loop. It's one thing that we've actually seen a lot of is wild brumbies. Really pretty, aren't they? So, it's so great to see them in the wild, but we have seen them quite a lot. Just spectacular.
Just to be safe, because it is renowned to be a boggy track. This, you drive up the riverbed.
So here we are. We are in the Fink River National Park. We're on our way to see Palm Valley, and this is what it looks like here. Here at the moment, it's a good crossing, but like I say, I would hate to see it more water. Harry's capable, and so is his vehicle. So we've put the tyre pressures down to 28, and we've put the hub locks in.
Locked hubs on.
Yep, and he's in four-wheel drive. It's sandy. Michelle and Baz here. We're actually in the
Fink
Palm Valley, Fink River. It's the Fink National Park. So just giving you an idea of this beautiful national park. We're actually, only four-wheel drives can come. As you can see, we're actually driving on the river. So if it was, like had a lot of water in there, you wouldn't be able to drive in there. You couldn't drive in a normal car. So we're actually driving, as you can see, driving on the river itself. There's a lot of river rocks. Here we are in the Fink Gorge National Park. We finally made it to Palm Valley, and it's in the middle of nowhere really. But it has an oasis in here, and it's full of water, and it's full of palm trees and cycads. Absolutely stunning. Like, it's so lush and green in here. It's just wow. I mean, have a look at this. Like, for us to drive here, we actually had to drop our camper off about 4 kilometres, and it took us 45 minutes to drive 4 kilometres without the camper, because it was just that rocky, and jump offs, and had to get up. Great four-wheel driving by Bazza. Thanks, Bazza. Yep. Why not? But it's stunning. So just get some video of just some of the tracks that we are coming up from the Fink Gorge National Park campground up to Palm Valley. They say no campers, and it takes you 4 kilometres to do 45 minutes, and I can see why, because it's so rocky and so many ups, you know, up rocks and things like that, you know. And you've got to have built, it's 4-wheel drive only. Here we go, some nice rocky tracks. Barry's in his element, 4-wheel driving. Yay, Bazza! It's quite, as you can see, quite rocky here. Got the lockers on. You're a good driver, Bazza. So this is driving along the Fink River in the Fink Gorge National Park. We're actually driving, believe it or not, we're actually driving on the riverbed. So when it rains a lot, yeah, I'll just take you out of the car. See the river. And then here, oh, sorry, it's bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. There's like sand. And here. Part of the river beds. You didn't want to come here when it's wet. Great 4-wheel driving today. We took the camper trailer off and went further because you can't take camper trailers and it's only a 4-wheel drive. But yeah, look at this. It's a beautiful park. So here's Barry crossing the Fink River. And this is quite a sandy, boggy road. Anyway. Sweet sound of the cruiser. V8, love it. Got the lockers in. It is, isn't it? The Brumbies.
Coming out for a ride.
Look at them.
They're not worried about us.
Everywhere. close up what the brumbies look like.
Just an horse. Hey, horsey.
Oh,
What you call an horsey, he said.
looks beautiful.
Oi,
Hello.
sneak a peek.
They look beautiful. They just look like normal horses, don't they?
Wow. What's the horse look like?
If anybody sees Caitlin, we've got our meal. Okay guys, that concludes our 7:30 seating up people bar.
We're trying to decipher freshwater crocs. 60% of their diet is fish and insects. The 40% is larger things like bats, rats, frog, lizards, small marsupial. It has to be something that they can swallow whole, because their jaw is very narrow with little teeth. So their jaws are over 10 straight in front of us. There's the main vegetation hanging off the walls. So we've got 5-fingered ferns, the large dark red ones. And as we get closer, you'll see light green maidenhair ferns on the water's edge. You might even see a bush up there with a purple flower, which is a native Lassiander. The thing is, this is the first time you've seen these plants on the trip, and you'll only see them in certain spots. Because all these plants here need permanent water all year, but we only see rain for 3 months, plus growing above the river. So the reason they're surviving there is the sandstone walls themselves, very porous sort of stuff, a lot of cracks and holes, so it soaks up all the rain and the wet, and then in certain places it takes all year for that water to leak out of the rock. So the water coming out of the wall over here on our left is definitely over 2 years old. So whenever you see these types of plant on the trip, always go on the water. And then there's the scientific side of it. We'll start off with Jabiru though, because it has a lot to do with the second gorge. I'll have to cut it down a bit, it's really long. Obviously we don't have half a day here, so cut it a bit. But we're going back to a period of time Jabiru called Ubirr. I mentioned it earlier. And so back then all this land here was connected, it was all one big chunk of land. But it was also flat, there was no hills, no riverbeds, no water, no gorges, just flat dry land. And the most important creation figure for our people, as in forming of the land, is what we call a rainbow serpent. It's like a big snake you can leave on the land by its moving through the land. So I have stories of the serpent all across Australia, different tribes with different names. Like even though we're separated by thousands of kilometres, there's still a story of it. Like if you went to the bottom end of WA, they call it Wobble. Jabiru, they call it Bullong. And Bullong came out of the sea in the north, out the Gulf. He decided to travel the land because his body was so huge as he basically fought the landscape of his movements. Needing a spot to rest though after that, he killed up in there's a couple of Jabiru through here in Adelaide. I was thinking in Lords, so it's been radio in Lords. Boats went to tourist. Enough for the gorge. I don't worry too much about it though, it's fake, done by the person that made Wolf Creek. Most of the actors from Wolf Creek were in the movie, although not a lot of people ever noticed that John Jarrett's in the film. But he wasn't scary like he was in Wolf Creek. He actually got eaten by a crop of blood. My Top End Wedding with Miranda Tapsell from the Sapphires, that was the other movie. You've probably seen the gorge a few times, like there's MasterChef, they did an episode here for the MasterChef fans, you would have seen the gorge here. What else? One of the Amazing Races, had a finale here. Actually, a lot of you might have known this from an ad done back in the 80s. Daryl Summers floating down there on an air mattress saying, "You'll never, never know, we'll never, never go."
through the Katherine Gorge in the Nitmuluk National Park.
Never know.
So this is the Katherine River.
I was going to say the second gorge is kind of different to the first gorge. So it's only half the width, so the river can't spread out. So I'll show you where the water gets to. It's coming up on your left. There's a big cave in the side of the wall there, a big line hanging down the middle there. Average width, the river sits halfway up that cave, and it peaks and gets to the top of that large cave. And West Blood Bay in 1998, the river was just over the top of this smaller cave above the large one. So the second gorge here is 3/4 full, 98. That, as I was saying, put about 3 to 4 metres of water through Katherine. The river's flooded Katherine a number of times. 1971, 1974, that was the day Cyclone Tracy destroyed Darwin. 1998, our last one was 2006, which means we're extremely overdue for a flood. That's a lot of water when you think this river is only rain fed, nothing but rain feeds it. But being rain fed, it's draining at the moment. It'll get to a point where it will stop flowing and then the river will keep dropping. So if we didn't get a wet season at all, this would eventually it would dry up. Around winter season, when the weather starts to dry up, that's when you see the water goes down from the corners, start to a lot of carrots and live fish in the gorge.
Hi everyone, it's Shell and Baz here. We're at Nitmuluk National Park, or Katherine Gorge as most know it. This is the Katherine River and it is spectacular. For those that are following us on Facebook, this is where we cruised down last night on the sunset dinner cruise. Absolutely spectacular. A lot of catfish actually we noticed last night in the water, didn't we, Baz?
We did.
Yeah. So Bazza and Shell are now in Litchfield National Park and we are at the fully rock pools. As you can see, it's only like 10:30 in the morning and it's already just, you know, like getting busy and it's spectacular, you know. guys are just diving in the water there, so deep. Wow. God, that'd be well over probably 10 foot. Yeah. Spectacular. Let's turn around. I'm on a ledge, so you know, very kind of beautiful. Hey Baz,
There we go.
Baz and Shell here.
Palmer Falls. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it's magnificent, isn't it?
The bloody best falls we've seen so far.
Oh, Florence was beautiful. So here we go. This is Palmer Falls. It's absolutely spectacular. I couldn't tell you. Probably be easy 100 metres long. Looks like there's a cave under there. And the water is stunning. It's very clear. If I can zoom in. Just so clear and beautiful. Shell and Baz here again. Now we are at the famous #1 waterfall spot in Northern Territory. It is the Wangi waterfall, and it is spectacular. Can't swim in here whatsoever, but it's very, 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 looks nice and inviting for a swim. As you can see, it's quite clear, but right next to us is the crocodile. Yeah, so you can't swim in here, unfortunately, but have a look at that. This afternoon. We're hopefully going to have a fair bit to cover. Anything of interest that you see, shout out. The game is to spot it before I do. Well done. There you go. We're off to a great start. The ducks. Plus the Australasian data that's trying to blend in there and doing a very poor job. He identifies as a whistling duck there. The whistling duck's edge anyway in the Northern Territory. There'll be at least a 5, preferably 10 metre buffer between you and any water source. So just pop in here close to the bank. If we need be, we'll be able to rotate around, just jump up, move to the front of the boat if you feel like.
And we'll just maybe take it in turns. Once you've had a look, got some photos, we'll make some way for the next one to come in. I'll do my best to hold the boat in position. Not quite sure, there's a little bit of a breeze that might sit with their mouth open, just letting in a bit of a breeze so the rain doesn't cook. It helps to cool their head down a little bit. No, that would be an adult. The crocodiles, when a crocodile's born, hatch the spoonbill. Bit of an unusual looking bird. With his bill, he sticks his head into the water, swishes that bill back from side to side and just filters the water through it. So the Jabiru can land in the top of trees, nest up there. They look quite funny standing up the top of the trees. They build a massive nest. They've got almost a 3-metre wingspan, so they look quite magnificent in flight. So he'd be fine. That's a male. Anything bigger than 3.5 metres is going to be male. So a crocodile's territory is very much dependent on how much food they have available. So the fact that there's so much food in these parts, they're not too fussed about how far they have to go. If food was more scarce, they'd be more controlling over a larger part of the river. They could claim a couple of That is very cool, and that is extremely rare to see. We're very lucky.
Look at all the little ducklings.
The 2 Birdigan ducks, or the Raja shell ducks. They've been very busy. Goodness me. They're very protective parents. Oh dear. Yeah, they're very devoted parents. They are monogamous. They'll form a lifelong bond. I have seen the Raja shelled up when one partner has been lost and the other one really frets. But that is quite possibly the largest clutch I've ever seen. Could have. Yep. Now he's eyeing off the night heron. Yeah. Your cover's blown. So the bamboo up here, the scientists took a while to figure it out. Yeah. You might want to turn around, buddy. These cruises have been going for about 35 years, so the larger crocodiles are very used to the boats. They're very used to hearing the voices over the headsets. It's the newer crocodiles, or the younger ones, or the newer ones that come up in floodwaters. As the river floods each year, they come upstream looking for territory, and yeah, they might be a little bit more shy of the boats. Generally they'll let us just cruise along, quite happy to look at us, have a look up and see what's for dinner. See how stealth they are, just gliding through the water there. Barely a ripple. And just by moving air throughout its, just by muscle contractions, they can move air throughout the body, disappear beneath the surface, pop back up. Eating pair for life as well. They could live for about 30 years out in the wild, and they'll breed every year. They build a massive nest up in the top of trees and add to it each year. So the nest ends up huge. Can be about a metre across, about a metre deep. And they'll have between 1 and 3 eggs in that nest. They both care for it. They'll usually only raise one of those eggs, one of those chicks, to maturity though. Right out on the edge of the weed here on the right hand side. I didn't think he would have them out because I could hear that sea eagle, and these chicks would be easy pickings for a sea eagle. Yeah, you'll be able to see when he takes a step. Have a look at the length of his toes. They have the largest toe to body ratio of any animal. His toes are about 8 centimetres long. And that basically disperses his weight and enables him to walk across the top of the lilies without falling through. But there's the sea eagles calling to each other.
Yeah, wow.
Not a very elegant squawk, is it? That's terrible. But yeah, so that.
So here we are in Ubirr, And we're doing a walk on this hot day. But we've actually come across a lot of Aboriginal art. It's just amazing. I'm just trying to see if I can. So hopefully this all comes out on the video, but it is spectacular with the so much Aboriginal artwork. It's amazing. See if I get back a little bit and saddle. A lot of fishes and all that sort of thing up here.